What's up, everybody? In this video, I wanted to talk about why you need to read this book called Spiritual Divorce by Debbie Ford. I've covered one of Debbie Ford's other books recently, Dark Side of the Light Chasers, and that's what Debbie Ford is really known for, shadow work, exploring the negative side of ourselves. And this book is pretty similar to that book, but this book is really for people going through divorce, obviously, and I'm going through divorce myself. And so I wasn't necessarily looking for a divorce book. I'd looked for them in the past and hadn't really found anything that caught my eye or anything like that. But then I was reading this other book about just pursuing your dreams called Emergence by Derek Rydell, and he recommended Debbie Ford, and I looked into her and I found this book called Spiritual Divorce, and I'm like, that sounds like a pretty awesome book for somebody that loves self-help and is going through a divorce myself. And then I found this book, and it's a really good book. It's the title is Spiritual Divorce, and it's divorce as a catalyst for an extraordinary life. And I would agree with that as far as what this book walks you through. Debbie has tons of exercises in here for you to do as you're going through your divorce. If you're going through a tough divorce, if you're the one initiating the divorce or somebody's divorcing you, either way, it's a really good book. And I think it's essential for people going through a divorce because you don't want to make the same mistakes in your next relationship. And it's also like you don't want to just sit there and beat yourself up, because it's very easy. It's very easy as you're going through the divorce process to think that your life is ending, and it doesn't have to end. You can think of the ways that you got into this relationship and how you could have avoided it. Many times in the book, she goes through how nothing that happens in life is a mistake, and you need to learn from these things in life. And it's sort of the person that you married them for a reason, and you can take away lessons from this. And the person was there to teach you a lesson. Maybe you hated them because they were messy, or they just disrespected you constantly, and it's like, why did you allow those things in your life? Or maybe they're too aggressive and you're too passive, and so it's like maybe you need to be more aggressive, less passive, or maybe you need to be around aggressive people less. It's easy to go through a divorce and just be a victim, and you can be a victim the rest of your life just based on a divorce. You can feel completely devastated. And that's another thing about this book, is that there's tons of stories in here that are 10 times worse than yours, and they'll really motivate you because they'll show you how your situation is as bad as some of these people. And it's also like, even if you're in a bad situation where you don't have money, you don't have a job, it's like this can be a catalyst into getting you a job, into getting you the money that you want. And it's, even if you don't have those things, you can start over. And a lot of times it's spiritually what you need to do. You need to heal, and you need to use your divorce, because divorce is a huge thing, and you need to use it as a moment to heal and not a moment to just live in anger. Like, there's one story in here that hit me really hard, where it was like this lady had lived in anger her whole life at her ex-husband, and she just was miserable, and she wouldn't talk to him, and he wanted to talk to her. What turned out happening is he really wanted to talk to her because he felt bad about how he had treated her, or just felt bad in general, and he had been trying to talk to her, and he wanted to give her money to pursue her dreams. Unfortunately, she never talked to him until he died. And when he died, she was old too, so she wasn't able to do, she used it as an excuse, obviously, but she wasn't able to do the things she wanted. So it's like, you can view divorce as a reason to just shut yourself down, or you can use it as a reason to grow. And yes, divorce is a bad thing, or could be a bad thing, but it could also be turned into a positive thing, and you can pursue your life goals. So, and like I said before, there's tons of stories, tons of exercises for you to heal yourself and grow. So this is why you should read Debbie Ford's Spiritual Divorce book. It's a great book. go out and get it if you're going through divorce. It's the best divorce book. I've only read a couple now, but it's the best divorce book that I've read. And I like Debbie Ford's other book, Dark Side of the Light Chasers, which you can also check out on my channel. So, make sure to check that out, and also subscribe to this channel and like this video. Thanks for watching.